Good morning. This is the morning show right here on IndigoMusic.com. I'm Rohit, and joining me on the show are two very special guests from the band Chronic Blues Circus. I've got Arvind and Peter. Good morning. Welcome to IndigoMusic.com.
Morning, Rohit.
Huge event that's happening. We'll get to that in a bit, but I want to start off with the story behind the band. What inspired you to start Chronic Blues Circus, and what's the story behind the unique name?
Well, you think it's unique.
It is unique, Chronic Blues Circus.
Okay. Well, we started in 1990.
Okay.
Way before I was born.
There's a band from the UK called Touch
Okay.
that needed an opening act. And
Okay.
very specific that they wanted a blues band
Okay.
put for them. And there weren't any blues bands at that time. So we got four of us, Steve, Joe, Ramesh, and I,
Okay.
together and practiced day and night to get this band together. And after the performance was over, everyone said they would like to have some blues music. So we became popular overnight, and we started off by calling ourselves the Chronic Blues Band.
Okay.
Many years later, when I was searching the net, for us, I put the Chronic Blues Band over there, and up came an American band.
Hmm.
They'd stolen our name.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering what to do then. And I thought, since so many people have been in and out of the band, each of them have contributed, immensely, to the band. It was more or less like a circus.
Huh.
72 people have been in and out of the
Okay.
and it is a circus in that way.
Absolutely. And what about you? When did you? Of course, it was like you mentioned. It was before you were born. The band was formed. But when
That's right.
did you join the band?
So I joined the band about almost 8 years ago now.
Okay.
And I was 16 when I joined the band. Nobody knew that wherever we were playing because we were performing in the live music bars in Bangalore.
Yeah.
And like Take Five, B Flat, Humming Tree, all these great bars that were there supporting the music scene.
Yeah.
So I got to be a part of that, thankfully.
But she was technically not allowed to go in this because of her age.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thankfully, nobody got to know.
Yeah. But do you think jazz, of course, blues and jazz, it has its own niche following in
Yes.
every part of the world. But what's your take on Indian audience, especially Bangalore audience, and their connection with jazz?
It goes a long way. It goes a long way
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Um,
We've had a great jazz tradition in Bangalore.
Yes.
Mentioned some of the greats like Dizzy Sal,
Uh,
in the 60s, and Tony Menezes. And we used to have, I mean, most of the bands that used to play in Bangalore in the early 60s
yeah.
were jazz bands. And
And
then you had the beat groups and all that.
yes.
But
And later
tradition,
on, you had Jazz Yatra as well.
then we had the jazz
The
yatras in the
festivals, yeah.
70s, which so there was an immense interest and following for jazz at that time.
Yeah.
Petered out over the years, where Bangalore became the rock capital of India
Yeah.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
In and around 2010, 2012, there's a huge jazz revival
Yeah.
in Bangalore. The audience wanted jazz. The musicians got together and started, having, bands. But what I find a little bit alarming is that, there are too few jazz musicians
Yeah.
uh, who play for too many, for about four or five bands. In that, you'll have one saxophonist or a drummer or a bass player playing for three bands,
Mm.
Mhm.
and that I find a little bit. It's not good for the audience, to see
Yeah.
that.
I think even the audience will get confused as to which band does he really belong to or she really belongs to.
Exactly.
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 You're right on that score, and I'm certain that, as this interest grows, there'll be more and more people, and we won't be in a situation like this.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
absolutely.
Not to take away from the fact that these guys are doing splendid work by keeping the blues, and the jazz alive.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, Bangalore Jazz Habba. It's happening on the 26th of April at the Koramangala Club. What can audience look forward from the Chronic Blues Circus?
It'll be unexpected jazz.
Okay.
Traditional.
So, a lot of it will be traditional as well. Some of it will be more blues jazz as well. What else can?
What do you mean by unexpected jazz? Are you going to mix some DJ Snake song into your jazz?
Maybe we won't go to DJ Snake.
Yeah.
No, not DJ Snake,
Yeah.
maybe, but yes, we'll
No.
dabble a little into jazz rock,
Okay. Okay.
and yeah, that's
And some of the arrangements that I'm not going to let you know because the secret will be out.
Okay. I think that's something that people need to experience firsthand. 26th of April at the Koramangala Club.
yes,
Yeah, it'll be,
absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to see the shock on their faces when they suddenly recognize a song
Yeah.
which they didn't think they knew.
I think that's one of the best feelings you'll have as an artist, as a performer on stage, when you surprise people and they give you that expression, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, "This is what I was waiting for."
Absolutely,
That's
it's great fun. It's great fun to do that.
Well, looking forward to your performance at the Bangalore Jazz Habba, and this is happening on the 26th. One message to the city of Bengaluru.
Yeah, please do come. Hope to see you there for the sake of the music scene, for the sake of jazz in Bangalore. It'll be lovely to see all our friends and
Yeah, and it's a
fellow
great lineup.
musicians.
It's a super lineup.
Yeah,
With Derek and the Cats and
Tarang Joseph.
Tarang.
yeah.
Arang Joseph, yeah. Absolutely. We're looking forward to your performance, and all the best for 26th of April at Bangalore Jazz Habba.
Thank you
Thank
kindly.
you. Thank you very much.